Hey everyone, it's Rara, and welcome back to some more Satisfactory. In the last episode, we found this little lizard doggo, and we went on a paleberry quest. I think I'm going to call that one the paleberry episode. That took a lot longer than I thought it would. And we finished up the automation of all the basic materials in the game, including concrete. Love this forest. Now we actually have some concrete. But I have the factory turned off right now, so I can save myself some biomass in between recordings. It is what it is. Anyway, in the last one, we went on an expedition, if you will, and I'm going to turn in all the stuff that I can. Oh, there's a lot of lizard doggos around. Oh, I should tame them all if I can. Frick. Okay, hold on. I'll be right back. Oh god, not you. No. No, you don't deserve to live. For being creepy and scary. Oh, hey there, friend. How are you today? Oh, you found some iron ore? That's really fascinating. We'll hang this one on the fridge for sure. Ha! I got one. Okay, let's see here. Well, see, I thought if the big brother is Lil R, then the little brother's gotta be Big R. Big Rara. Okay. Now we have two lizard dogs. Love this for me. No, stop doing that! Stop it! Why do these guys keep spawning near the base? Go away! Get out! Anyways, yeah, we went on an expedition last episode, so let's just turn all of our stuff that we got into the M.A.M, whatever we can do. We got a spider corpse, right? Oh, I put my stuff away. We should have a stinger remains some. There it is. Oh, and our power slugs, right? Okay, well, we'll have to organize this. We're going to dump a lot of it in here anyway, so it's fine. Stinger research, yes! That's the final component we need now to make bioorganic properties. When you research each of the animals, you're then able to make alien proteins with those. And I don't remember what those do, but I'm pretty sure you just use animal protein for like coupons and research stuff. We'll get into that later. We need alien DNA capsules and biomass in order to make, what is this? Alien protein. But we're already able to make alien protein with all of this stuff. Oh, I'm not going to worry about it. Yeah, I haven't really played this game that much since alien protein has been around. I'm not sure what that does, really. But I wonder what the difference is between converting stingers and spitters into protein or you know, any of the animals. Rather than just turn them into DNA capsules and then protein? Or I guess that's mixed 5 at a time. Is this like a more efficient recipe? I'm going to assume that that's what that is. But how do we get alien DNA capsules? Why don't we go check that out? Oh, right. I'm silly. I forgot how this works. This is the reward. We just need to make 5 of these. So let's start converting some stuff into that. Where do we have our stuff? Oh, here it is. Okay. I'm just going to make 5 of these with the hatchers, since hatcher protein just seems to be kind of everywhere these days. An organism and research. Yay. Beep boop. Oh, what do we have deeper? More inventory slots? Oh, we need 1,000 cable for that though. Oh, I'm trying to get some more expensive things. But wait, I can get structural analysis if I bring in 5 of these data capsules. I wonder what they mean by structural analysis. I legit don't know what they're talking about. But let's try to mix 5 of those DNA capsules, huh? So we need 1 alien protein to make 1 alien capsule. Well, we should have enough remains for that. Let me just take my hog remains and try to convert some of that. Easy peasy. And if I can, I want to hang on to 1 of those each. Well, I guess we're going to get rid of all our protein for now to make more capsules. And also, let's just read the alien protein. Ground down alien remains in a neat little package. Okay, ew. Used for mechanical purposes and to research alien organisms. Alright. Then we convert those into alien DNA capsules. This data capsule translates organic chemicals into readable alien genetics information, used for researching alien organisms. It says, go the extra kilometer. Knowledge is power, and power is just efficiency with fewer steps. Depositing alien DNA capsules in the awesome sink provides fix-it with knowledge, and pioneers with coupons. I guess you can't sink the protein then, so that's why they have this step in it. Oh. Anyways, let's just research this, because I think I want this, whatever it is. Structural analysis. Beep boop boop. Is Ada gonna have like a tutorial for me, or can I like open that up? Okay, so I looked it up, and as far as I can tell, structural analysis doesn't really mean anything. It's just like a node in the M.A.M that does nothing, and it just unlocks the next node down, which is the rebar gun, which is our first like real weapon since our little zapper dude. But I think we'll be fine. I mean, we can't make this, but these are rotors. Well, I guess we could make this, but I'm not making those right now. So let's go over to the mycelia. We collected 127 of this by hand, so we should be able to research some of this. And what is this little mushroom gonna give to us? Now keep in mind, they have restructured the trees since I started playing, and I don't really know what to expect as we progress through the game. Oh, we finally have pale berries, so we can get this research done. They're more useful than just lizard doggo bait, apparently. A nutritional processor. Ooh, those are materials that we don't have yet, so we will wait on that. And the mycelia tree, we can... do I really want to use that that biomass to get fabric? We might want to wait on that one a little bit. Oh, we need stators for that. Toxic cellular modification. Intriguing. But anyways, unfortunately, the first slug of each type needs to be wasted so that you can research their power shard. But every additional slug obviously can be then directly converted into power shards. So don't worry about it too much. Just go out hunting, basically. Oh. And I guess we can... I forgot we can unlock the ability to scan for them. I'll do this, but like I said, this is... like, once you see a slug on the map, it'll be from quite far away, so you probably won't ever need to really do that. Oh, and we can get overclocking, then I can explain that in this episode. Ah, and now there's more than just the yellow slug as a cost to be able to get it. That's interesting. Well, why don't we make our first energy shard and I can show off what that does. I mean, I won't be able to show it off in this episode probably, but you just make one. So yeah, one slug makes one power shard. A mucus from the power slug is compressed into a solid crystal-like shard. It radiates a strange power. You can slot this into a machine of like any kind. These power shards, they can increase your production by 50% each. So if you put 2 in there, then you should be at 200% production, so you make double the amount of items for double the amount of input. But also, the power use is exponential and not linear. So you won't be using double the amount of power, you'll be using like 4, 5, 10 times the amount of power, depending on like how far you overclock. And sometimes you can get some ridiculous power usages. And there are plenty of benefits to overclocking if you don't have like a lot of space. You can overclock to save on that, but in order to increase your material gain. But then there's also benefits to underclocking if you are more spacious and you want to save on power and you have tons of foundations, then sure, underclocking is great. And honestly, I'd recommend it, but underclocking did get nerfed in, I think, this update. So I will get into the specifics of which one's better for which situations as we come across those. For now, though, let's just use this first energy shard for overclock production, because that's what we need it for. Wah, 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 wah. Yes, so you need one power slug in order to get the power shard, and then you need another power slug converted into a power shard to unlock overclocking. But now we can actually do it if we had slugs. But I only have this yellow slug, and we need to use this yellow slug for the thing, and it's kind of whatever. And now lastly here, let's use our sulfur that we gained to just scan this first thing and see what we got. Oh. You now have access to the black powder, which will then allow us to go for the novelist detonator. I think you can understand where this is going, as well as an additional hand equipment slot. I want that. Can't really do much else in here. It's going to take a little bit before we get through the sulfur line, as we're not really mining sulfur yet. And yeah, all that's super nice, but now we need to reorganize inventory. I'll be right back. I was saving these ingots, but I don't think we really need to save them. This isn't Dyson Sphere program with limited resources. We got infinite, baby. Oh yeah, let's definitely store some of our nuts. I don't know if we're going to need 100 on our hand at any given time, so we'll do like a 70-30 split. Put 30 in our hands and put the other 70 away. I guess to have like a nice backlog in case, just in case. And then they can have our pale berries too. But I want to mainly save my food ingredients for when we can make the nutritional inhaler that I talked about last episode. Oh, Oh, hey, little R had some berry nuts. I just put these away, but okay. I wonder where your bro's at. Big R, hello? Oh no, looking at the power situation, each of these is about to run out of biomass, which isn't good. We'll give it all the biomass that we have for now, but we really need to rush to get the next thing done. Okay, so we'll turn on the generators, like this. Oh wait, I had this in standby mode, my bad. Here, let's just turn it on. There we go. Consumption 71 right now. Okay, could be worse. But yeah, those are just, these are eating, they're just burning through the biomass really quick. So let's try to get biofuel, why don't we? And I think we can already get that. We have more than enough materials since we're automating all the base ones, screws. And I'm gonna go collect the cables in limestone. So we can finally get obstacle clearing, and that will be super supreme. Boom!
Milestone reached. Biofuel will ensure maximum efficiency of biomass burners. To aid in biofuel production, you are now capable of removing foliage that consists primarily of wood. Additionally, R&D inflated your pocket dimension.
Yay! Inflated pocket dimension, so new inventory slots. We are now at 33. Nice. What should we go for next? Let me see here. Why don't we finish up with some base building? Because now, I mean, honestly, now that we have all these basic materials constructed and automated, none of these seem that difficult. It's all about just waiting, really. Well, except for this one, which requires rotors. So, you know. Oh, and this one requires reinforced iron plates, too. I guess it is pretty smart how they do it here. Where it's like, you could theoretically rush for jump pads, but, you know, getting there, you're gonna have to jump through some hoops. And us having that upgrade we just got, let's try to make ourselves a chainsaw, as well as an object scanner. Well, we can make the object scanner now, so we'll just craft one. Easy peasy. And for this, we're going to need more reinforced iron plates, as well as iron rods. Well, I know I can collect one of those. Okay, made the reinforced iron plates by hand, but don't worry. I called the other one episode like, oh, no more needing to craft by hand, sort of, because yeah, there are still a couple things you need to do every now and then, but we will get pretty much everything automated in this playthrough, so it's not something to worry about in the long run. Hey there, buddy. Welcome back. Yeah, I crafted those plates, and now let's make ourselves a chainsaw. Nice. And we only have 2 hand slots for now, so we will unequip the barrel nuts. And I'll also equip the scanner real quick so you can see how this works. So basically, if you hold down the left click, you can select what you want to scan for. I'll have this set to power slugs. That's, I think, its most useful feature. And it works about how you'd expect. You just walk closer, and it'll beep faster, and you'll see that bar fill up if you get close to something. Is there really a power slug, like right over here? Hold on. Am I blind? That's right. No, game, I didn't want the mushroom, I wanted the power slug. I think it was set to mushrooms or something. Oh, you can see what it set to down there. Okay. Yeah, okay, we go this way then. So there is no power slug this way. Sag. Oh god, but there's a hatcher. Oh boy, and I unequip my weapon too. Super fun for me. Just shift click that into our hand slot so we can deal with this. Hey friends. Yeah, there we go. And I read in one of the more recent patches that just came out like this morning that they fixed a thing where hatchers would respawn improperly, and they saw my video specifically and they fixed it. No, I'm just glad that that's a thing. Oh, there's another pure iron node right here, so if we ever need another one, I'll just mine this out right now. We're definitely gonna probably use this. One thing that I don't know if I've shown is if you need to mass delete like one item in your inventory, hold the control button and then drag one stack of it to the trash can. It'll delete every stack of that item that you have. So That's pretty neat in order to get rid of things pretty quick. So I don't need any more of this copper. Just gonna do that. Now let me put the object scanner again so we can find us a power slug. Oh, yeah, it was somewhere. I guess this way. I thought they said there was a power slug this way. Oh no, I was over there. Okay. Power slug this way, right near our copper and stuff. Oh, it's right above me, isn't it? Yep. Look at them just vibing. Oh, we have enemies. We have enemies that live right on top of us too. This is unfortunate for us. Oh, okay, okay. Why are you hostile? Okay. Well, why don't we go grab that real quick? If we can. How would I get up there? It'll take a long time that way. I mean, I guess I could go around, do my usual thing. I'll do that really quick. I'm running up the down escalator! Remember the Jimmy Neutron movie where the one kid did the thing when all their parents are gone? There was the one kid who just left the fridge open. Like, ooh, rebellion. Then there was just a guy who went to the mall, started running up the down escalator. That is stuck in my brain all this time. That has lived rent-free in my head for years. But anyways, let's go deal with our friends. And what? Did those two just run into each other and die? Rest in peace. Homie's just trying to live. Anyways, we'll grab ourselves a blue power slug and... Nice. Love that for me. Easy peasy. I wonder if maybe I could go on a way to find a hard drive somewhere around. I think that we'll wait working on the hard drive for now. But, yeah, if I find one really close... Oh, that one's so close but so far away. Once you build foundations, I'll probably try to go for that one real quick. I don't think I ever showed off the recipe here for concrete, but 45 limestone a minute makes 15 concrete. So if we had 90, we could make that an even 30. But we can't because we don't even have Mark II belts yet. So rest in peace us. And when we do have the Mark II belts, I will be showing how to get an exact count of, 15, 90, 40, however much iron ore or ore in general you need on a belt. I'll be showing that off. But anyways, first off, let's try to get this power shard here. Now that we actually have one that we can use, I want to show off the overclocking mechanic. So now we have this little panel here that displays the clock speed. You can adjust this slider to go down or up. And you don't need a power shard in order to underclock a machine. If you need it to only produce like 11 a minute, you can set it right to that, or 12 or whatever, or a specific speed. You can also type in here to, I believe, 4 places to the right of the decimal. Yes. So you can keep going past that, but it'll round. I guess it'll round up in this case. Well, let me test that. Oh, no, it'll just round to the nearest, like, what is this? Thousandths of a percent? I remember when they added, like, decimal percentages, like 4 to the right of the decimal, because prior to one of the updates, you were only able to do exact numbers, like whole numbers, but when they allowed you to do decimal numbers, that changed everything in the factory for me. Just goes to show how long I've been playing this game. But yeah, you just insert a power shard, and each power shard unlocks the next 50% up to 250. And if we take a look at the power of this machine, here, let me, oh, I see the issue. It's still stuck on the prior one. It'll keep like building up to what you were trying to do. But in order to reset the machine to do your most updated clock speed, you can just click it in standby mode, and then just undo it like that. And it'll go right to your new clock speed. If you ever felt like, man, it's really dumb that I have to wait the entire time, you don't have to. So yeah, at 100% clock speed, making iron plates, a constructor will consume 4 megawatts of power. And then if you crank this up to 150%, we're now to 6.8 megawatts of power. So more than half was added. We went from 4 to 6.8. Even though we only went up by 50%, because like I said, it's an exponential curve. And look, I'm no genius when it comes to overclocking and power and how it works exponentially. You can look up things on the wiki. You're a smart person, I believe in you. But yeah, mainly what I'm excited for in this episode is that we can now make solid biofuel out of the biomass, which burns like so much longer. So, I guess I'll go and do a biomass run and try to get a lot of that, and then we'll make a ton of biofuel until my eyes bleed. This is like the second and final time that you'll need to go and do this. So, and I highly would recommend doing this. So let's just go do this right now. Spend the next like 5 to 10 minutes just picking up grass. And I promise you it'll be worth it in the end. And you know, this is probably one of the reasons why people are turned off from the game to start. Because, you know, starting out can be a little rough needing to go and get some of these materials. Especially just to have like your factories running, you need to go out and get plants every now and then. Not the most appealing start to a video game, but once you get to automated power, then things really start to take off. And yeah, I feel like it's made all the sweeter because you started off having to do this, and then you unlock the ability to not need to do this, which is just more automation. And there are arguments to be made where it's like, oh, well, you know, it's just taking out yet another function. And I hear people all the time saying, like, why do you play automation games when the whole point is that you're just playing the game so that it plays itself. But I feel like, you know, if you're a factory game player, you kind of understand. There's just like this innate feeling. You just kind of feel mesmerized sometimes playing them. I can't really explain it properly, and I can see where frustrations come from. Like for me, it's more than just numbers go up. It's just something internally that I can't properly explain. But if you can put it into words, then feel free to leave in the comments your thoughts about these types of games and how they make you feel. I would love to hear everybody's experience with factory games and, you know, what their first one was, how they got into the genre. I'm really big into all these, and I am considering working on, you know, if I'm ever done with this playthrough, or if I ever decide like enough is enough, that I might end up going to do like Dyson Sphere, or maybe even doing my first full playthrough of Factorio, because I've never actually beaten that one. I will say though, as tedious as this can be, as a, you know, long-time hardcore gamer, if you will, I have spent a lot of time grinding. Sometimes I'll spend tens or even hundreds of hours grinding for a game to complete achievements or whatever. So, you know, 10, maybe up to 15 minutes per satisfactory save out of the hundreds of hours that I'll be playing it spent picking up grass is not really a big deal. It's not really the biggest of deals. I can understand how for more casual gamers, you wouldn't want to come home at like, you know, at the end of your shift and spend a good 10 minutes picking up grass. That feels, you'd feel fucking stupid probably, but, you know, different strokes. And I say per save for me because I, you know, play the game a lot, but there's lots of people out there who will play one satisfactory save probably until they, fade away from this earth when their mortal existence has ended, you know, because the game just has so many hours of content that I don't even know what to do with it all sometimes. And on that note, it's kind of funny seeing things for like, you know, Baldur's Gate, and people how, because that game had just came out. I know this will date this video, but Baldur's Gate had come out, you know, I think like 2 weeks ago now, roughly. And people are, it is such a good game. I own it, I've been playing it. I think it's pretty fun. I don't think it's like a 10 out of 10 or anything. It definitely has its issues, and it can be pretty aggravating at times, but it's a good game. And for a D&D inspired game, I'm very intrigued. But yeah, Baldur's Gate has been touted recently, and this is the current buzzword as feature complete. Everybody's like, oh, it's feature complete. That's insane. And I gotta agree, you know. There's definitely bugs and glitches and things about the game that aren't the greatest in the world. But at the very least, there's no like game-breaking bugs and major glitches that are ruining the experience for everybody. The game is fully fleshed out with a really good story and an amazing OST. I spent like an hour in character creation, not just because I wanted to create a character, but the music, the OST just got me going. Down by the River slaps. Die you. I just find it so weird that a game being feature complete is insane these days. We just haven't seen that since like... you know, the early 2000s. Like, there's no microtransactions in Baldur's Gate. There's no game store purchases, battle passes, loot boxes. It's just a game that you play and you experience it. And that's what I really like about, you know, factory games and Satisfactory and all that. It's just that these are mostly feature complete games. Dyson Sphere, Factorio, this, and others like it. You can pour hundreds of hours into this game and still not be anywhere near done, just depending on what you want to do or like how hardcore you want to go about it, you know. And I think that's what I like about it. It's just a very take it at your own pace, but there are still clear goals and things to do. But you know, I get it. This isn't for everybody. I'm not the kind of gamer who gets their thrills from, you know, the next Call of Duty coming out every year. Call of Duty 37 and a half fucking modern advanced tactical gunner man boy. That you know, those games, I used to play more shooters like Halo and COD, but mainly it was like a social thing, because when you were growing up in the area that I did, when the Xbox 360 was new and stuff, having Call of Duty Black Ops in your Xbox 360 library, that was important. You were not a cool kid if you didn't have Black Ops. And yeah, it's enjoyable, but I think I've been moving away from a lot of online experiences, and I feel like maybe there's kind of people who agree with me here, but the online market is getting stale, you know? Having every single game out there be in a live service game is starting to get really frustrating, and I hate the word live service now, because what live service basically means is there's going to be like a battle pass plus a premium battle pass that you pay real life money for. Then there's going to be microtransactions and probably some sort of gambling system like loot boxes or like a gacha thing. And also an in-game store for a game that's like, you know, Fortnite, where you play for 5 minutes and then get really bored and then wonder why you spent all this money on in-game visuals. And I just, you know, I like Satisfactory. It's what, like $30? And you can play it forever, and there's no skins, but it doesn't matter because I don't know, I'm just not like intrinsically motivated by getting skins anymore in video games. I think with the way that Overwatch went, that was a game I was very obsessed with for a long time and played a lot out of. And I think I've just been disillusioned by live service games and online, like always online experiences. And I don't know. When Satisfactory dropped on Steam in 2020, I think it just reignited my passion for just single player experiences that are just fun and complete. That you don't need to play online and constantly be sweating and tryharding and stressing out about everything. Like, I've legit become a happier person just playing Satisfactory. At the very least, it's more mentally healthy, you know? Because there were lots of times playing Overwatch where, you know, I'd fucking break a mouse or just, like, slam the keyboard, slam my desk. It just pure fits of rage that were very unbecoming of somebody in their young 20s. And it was very much, you know, man-childish, and I will admit, it wasn't a good feeling. I had, like, repressed rage that was coming out and shit. But in the opposite sense, a game like this is very therapeutic for me, because, I mean, I can just zone out and do this and just have a good time. And I'm just working towards a bigger goal. I can take it at my own pace, and it's just it's a relaxing experience for me, and I would definitely recommend trying out a game like Satisfactory if you've just grown tired of online landscapes in video games and you think that you need a break from the toxicity of people, you know, ranting and raving about metas, you know, which is the best gun or tier of thing, or here's how to get to level 100 immediately and get infinite experience and break the game, and, you know, here's like a way to get better than everybody, you know, you can pay money to be the best in the server, and basically I'm just done with the dick measuring contests, you know, to not mince words here. I'm done dick measuring, and I am better off for that. Anyways, I went on like a little rant about gaming in general there, but now I have all the things that I need, so let's get it. I'm surprised the factory actually hasn't shut down in all this time. Oh, but it's about to. Yikes. Let's start making us some other stuff then. First, let's make some reinforced iron plates so that we can craft more, what's the word? Biomass? Okay, so we have some more reinforced iron plates. I'm just gonna set up a power pole over here. Need to hook up. It's fine. This will be its own thing for a second. So we'll make a constructor, right? And we'll put it right here. Like that. Then we will set this constructor to making, let's see, biomass out of leaves? Yeah, okay. And then one for biomass out of wood. So we'll do leaves. Boop. And then wood. Now these are not going to be permanent, because if you haven't caught on by now, once we get an automated factory, we won't need biomass for this anymore. But, you know, just for as like a temporary setup, I want to make biomass things here. And I will say real quick, don't be intimidated by the alien remains ones or the power shard. You're never going to have enough power slugs for this to ever be worth it. Now, people say automate everything, right? When you play a factory game. But, like, when are you going to have enough slugs to make an automated, like, slug factory that makes power shards? Like, it takes forever just to find, like, one sometimes. How are you going to have enough for that? Same with the protein. So, you know, you always make these by hand, but it never takes longer than a few seconds. So it's something to worry about, really. Unless you just have like a ton of alien things that you need to turn into protein, then I would set up a temporary constructor like this. But yeah. I don't know. I'm ranting. But yeah, so anyways, let's set this one to wood. So that one's making wood biomass, that one's making leaves, and then we're going to want to one more. That is making the biofuel. Okay. We'll set up a little merger here to take all the biomass. You and you. Like I said, you don't have to make it look pretty exactly, just make it work. Solid biofuel. And then, what we'll do is we'll make a little storage for the biofuel. So I don't have to take it out by myself. No, wait, why? What? Oh, it lined up to that constructor behind it. Lamau. So all machines in this game have a ladder so you can climb them, and I haven't really been showing this off or utilizing this because you rarely ever really have to, but if you need to just get on top of a building like that, you just take the ladder. And in this case, I'm doing this so I can line up the storage container a lot nicer. It's just snapping to a grid there. Okay. Easy peasy. So that will give us our biofuel when it's all connected. Let's make some power poles. Oh. That's funny. It's funny because we need power for the grid, but we're making the power that we need for the power grid. So that's a little messed up. I think for right now we will split up our currently existing biomass and we'll use this to power the new part of the factory. There we go. And now quickly, let's get to work before our power runs out. And when that runs out, then we'll use the newly made power. Yeah, behind each of these, what we want to do is we're going to make 2 storage boxes here. Oh, yes, here and here. And since this one is set to leaves, we put in the leaves in this one. Like that. And the wood in this one. Like that. Let's do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And there we go. So those will make biomass together. The biomass will come out here, return to biofuel. The biofuel will be stored, and then that is power. Power for us. And we just keep this running indefinitely until we can finally move past biomass and biofuel and all this crap. Oh wait, I never even get the machine's power because I'm a silly. Here we are. 1, 2, 3. And new pole. And connected to the grid. Okay. Finally. 300 a minute, huh? Jeez, that converts pretty quick. Oh, it's just filling up. Oh no. We need faster belts and now. Well, that's fine. At least it's making a lot of it. I don't know if this is exactly like faster than doing by hand, but it's something, you know. Somehow this is still going too close. We need 120 a minute. Oh, I understand how. But that's cool. Solid biofuel. It's like 3 logs. I do like how these look on the belt. I wish there was a way to automate like plants and stuff so that we could put more biomass and stuff, because I think most of these materials look pretty neat on the belts. Then again, I like everything. I like conveyor belts and I like items. What can I say? Even this wood looks nice. They're like nicely chopped up little clumps of wood. That's kind of fire. And I will go into one of these here. Well, okay, actually this will run out eventually. And this one over here will have a lot more biomass than the rest. So when that comes out, I'll show off a comparison between the biomass and the biofuel so you can see just how much longer this really burns for and why want it so bad. For now, though, I think we're gonna wrap it up on this episode, because I have done my part, and talked about a lot of stuff. Once again, I'm at a point where I don't know how long this episode's gonna be, but I feel like I did a lot here, kind of, a little bit. I at least taught people things, I don't know. Anyways, I'll catch you on the next one where we will continue doing stuff, for sure. And we will expand more than this. Really, this episode was always like on a timer and had like an agenda, because I needed, right from the start, to start making some solid biofuel. And we achieved that, I guess. So we can call this episode a success. But yeah, I've been Rara. Thank you guys for watching this episode of Satisfactory, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!